All right, folks, welcome back. Today is Monday, March 25th, 2024. We are sitting inside the Tesla, and I am running full self-driving version 12.3. This is software 2023.44.30.25. And we're going to take it for a little bit of a test drive. I have only done 60 miles so far under this new software. All of that has been full self-driving with the car driving itself, and so far, like I said yesterday, it has gone pretty well. So this will be it's saying about a 7-minute drive. I just picked a random location. I picked the local YMCA. So I am going to let the car drive us there from here at work. And I don't know if it'll take us from the parking lot or not, but we will find out here now. And it is going by itself. So it does take you from the parking spot. And I'll kind of talk you along what I'm seeing and experiencing. You can see as well. Again, car stopped all by itself. No problems there. But yeah, I'll let you know if we have any issues and I need to intervene. Of course, occasionally I have to put a little bit of pressure on the steering wheel to let it know that I am paying attention. But other than that, I am not doing any form of input unless I tell you otherwise. Alright, so because of rules and regulations, Tesla was mandated to make the car come to a complete stop at every stop sign, and it actually has to stop at the stop sign. Not necessarily where people would stop, because not everybody follows the actual law. So lots of times at stop signs, what'll happen is it will stop at the stop sign because it has to. It's legally required to, and then it'll do a little bit of a creep forward to get a little bit better visibility so it can be more confident in its decisions. And I'm okay with that. It's a little awkward at first to get used to because you don't, unless you're paying attention to the screen, you don't know for sure if it's gonna just drive out into traffic or not. But yeah, so this looks like we're gonna be, where are we going? We're making a right turn here, I guess, maybe, or going straight. I actually don't know which route we're gonna be making. We're going straight here apparently and making a right up ahead. There we go. I'm going to push the accelerator. It did not want to continue through that light for whatever reason. So that's one of the issues that I've been having, is sometimes it doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do at the light. Like it never wants to run a red light. But yeah, there you saw it didn't want to go forward at the green light. Not sure why that is, but it happened. You saw it. So I did press the accelerator a little bit. So far, that's the only thing I've done to assist. It made that turn by itself, like you would expect. Coming up here, it's a boring drive. It's a relatively small city driving. But I will say I have not done self-driving on this street or most of these streets here. This isn't a street I go down all the time, nor is it really the route of travel I would have taken to get to our destination. But yeah, and so here with the A-pillar, I can't really see that well to the right. I have to kind of lean forward and backwards to see. And yeah, so the car went about the same time I felt comfortable going. You saw there the car kind of got further over to the right to give more room to the oncoming car. I like that a lot. But going here. Speed limit through here is posted as 30 miles an hour. And right now we're currently going 24 miles an hour. It is a residential area, and now we're up to 25. I'm letting the car choose the speed that it wants to go. That is an option. It looks at stuff like the speed limit and the surroundings and other traffic to see how fast they're going and all sorts of stuff. And then it chooses what speed it thinks is best. So I am letting it do that at the moment. Nice, smooth stop at the stop sign. It does accelerate faster off the start line here than I am used to. I'm in what's called chill mode. There's chill, average, and assertive. I am in chill. I don't normally give it a bunch of gas when I'm accelerating from a stop, just because I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere, so no need to rush things. But so it does accelerate a little bit faster than I personally do, but a normal driver, it's about on par with their accelerating from my experience when I ride passenger. Okay, looks like we're going to continue straight here. Perfect. And so I don't have much experience yet with this new version. So I don't know how exactly it handles pulling into like parking lots and parking spots. I don't think it's quite at the point where it will park for you, but it usually will pull into the actual parking lot. Sorry, the road is a little rough here if you see the camera wobbling. I am recording on I am recording on an iPhone in action mode, so hopefully it's not that shaky for you. But so the car should pull into the parking lot without a problem. But we'll see if it actually parks for us or where it stops in the parking lot. This is at the Y, so maybe it'll stop up towards the front door. I honestly have no idea. We will learn together. Perfect. And then, yeah, that happens frequently. People in their crappy cars see the Tesla and they want to try to play games with me. So this is an exit only, which is not going to work. So I'm going to have to take over and go back over. So that needs to be fixed. Honestly, that's a YMCA problem, but the car needs to be able to read signs. The YMCA just needs to fix their parking lot and make it so there's more than one entrance to the Y instead of having a bajillion exits. But other than that one disengagement there, where it wanted to pull into the exit and then giving the accelerator a little bit of a push to go through a green light a little bit quicker instead of slowing down to an almost stop, that was a really good ride. Everything still feels super smooth. Everything handles really well. I am going to now change our destination, and let me put it in park here. I'm going to now change our destination to home and let it drive us there. So now it won't go from the parking lot. There it goes. Okay. Not sure what was up with that. It didn't want to start while I was there in the parking lot. But we are back in full self-driving, and it'll come to a complete stop before it gets on the road. and then it'll go. I wish I could show you the car's display as well, so you can see the cool little animations that we see, or representation of what the car is seeing. It's pretty cool to look at. There's the that garbage truck there. It's got a little truck and the trucks that look like trucks. So it's showing the left and right trucks out of the right of way, and then it's my turn, which is why we're going. There's a Corvette. That's a Stingray. Woohoo! All right. So coming up here is a tough intersection for people, and we'll see how it handles, how the car handles it. Really, you are entering the road, and the road that you're entering is also doing like an S curve at the same time that you are entering that road. So you're entering right in the middle of the S, and so traffic is coming from your right hand side, and then it's coming from in front of you on the left hand side, and it is a pain in the butt. But you see here, this is a car that stopped to turn into the driveway. It gave it plenty of room behind it, or not the driveway, I guess the alley. It gave them plenty of room for that. It'll stop here at the stop sign, and then it will creep forward a little bit, or in this case, it saw that it was good to go and it just went. And then we'll see how it handles here. Wow, that was fantastic. With the last software, the one I had just before this, it would glitch out there hardcore, and the steering wheel would go berserk and all sorts of stuff, and it would do the right thing, but it would come to an almost complete stop at each of those different points, and it was a mess. That went perfectly smooth. It actually went quicker through that intersection than I would have done myself, not because it wasn't doing anything unsafe. It's just I would have had to take longer to make sure everything was good, when the car can see both sides at the same time, if that makes any sense. It can see both directions at the same time. I can only look one direction at once at a time. Speed limit here is 35 miles an hour, and the car is currently going 35 miles an hour, which is good. I don't know why it chooses to go slower than the speed limit at sometimes. I haven't found any reasons where I would go slower than the speed limit for it. Like, it's not like bad weather or bad road conditions or anything. But it has been addressed, and there is a new software version that's going out already. And I talked about that a little bit yesterday. So we will probably see that in about a week and a half, 2 weeks from yesterday. We'll see on that. Coming up here as well, there is there's a left-hand turn. This doesn't normally give us problems, but in about a quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile, there is a church up on the left, and there's a little bypass lane for going around the people waiting to turn into the church. And previously, the car has wanted to go into that bypass lane incorrectly. So we're going to see if it does that as well. Red truck goes out in front of us. Car didn't phase our car at all. In the past, it would hit the brakes pretty hard, even though there is plenty of space for that truck to go across, just like there was this time. No need to adjust the speed. Right here is that little bypass lane, and the car went through it just like it's supposed to, so that's an improvement as well. Yay! And then the last big change that I've noticed is speed changes. It's way more natural. Right now we're going 49 and a 45. The speed limit just changed to 55 there at that intersection, and the car is slowly going up to 55 instead of before where it would very quickly increase the speed to 55. And then we're going to come up to a 45 mile an hour zone here, so to go back to where it was before. And before, the car would kind of keep going at its 55 speed and then slam on the brakes to get it down to 45. Now it's already gradually reducing that speed, and it's coming down to 40. This time it went all the way down to 42 miles an hour to get below that 45 mile an hour speed limit. And this is also a school zone, of course. There's another bypass lane coming up here at the school entrance, though I don't normally have any issues with this one. We're going 45 into 45. Speed limit's up to 55. Currently the car is only going 50 in a 55. I'm going to let it continue going 50. No need to rush. Speed limit will drop down to 40 here. So it should slowly start decelerating here shortly. There it goes. A nice, gentle deceleration. Tired. We got 2 turns left before we are home. This next turn, it slows down pretty darn slow to turn off of the road that we are currently on onto one of the little residential roads here. Speed limit dropped to 30. Turn signal is on, and right now we're going 15 miles an hour. It made that turn at 10 miles an hour there. I don't know, it feels slow for me, but I don't know how fast people normally take that. And here, of course, it'll have to stop at the stop sign before making a left. Again, it stops at the stop sign. And then sometimes it needs to creep forward. Right now it can see just fine, so it's going to just make that left-hand turn and go. And then it's going to pull over for us in front of the address. And for whatever reason, I haven't been able to find the address itself does not line up with the actual house. So I'm going to take over so I can park. Not sure why the address doesn't line up with the actual house. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but yeah. So there's that. That concludes our drive, and yeah, not too shabby. That last portion was about 7 miles, and yep. Again, one disengagement where it tried to go into the exit, and then the accelerator push to go through the green light a little bit quicker. Other than that, pretty flawless and nice and smooth. So let me know what you think, and I'm excited to see what is in store with the next update. I'll check back in a little bit later. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, folks, just checking back in before I head to bed. Little bit of the weigh-in update. Like I said, yesterday when I weighed myself early because of the fasting stuff, I was at 325. Today we're at 327. That's to be expected because of the refeeding and all that stuff. A lot of that is just water retention. But yeah, and then I ate fairly healthy today also. So overall it was a good day. Got a bunch of steps in, closed all my rings on my Apple Fitness, and yeah, so hope you enjoyed the Tesla stuff earlier in the video, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.